Weather with Christina Shalhoub. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
Good Tuesday morning. We are starting off with a hot topic right now, and that is the tropics. Yeah, it's that time of year where things get a little bit busier. The peak of hurricane season, climatologically speaking, is September 10th. Obviously, we are just past that point, and we have two storms that we're looking at here in the Atlantic Basin. The first is Imelda, which is a tropical storm right now, and the second is Humberto, which is a Category 2 hurricane. But the big question that we've all been wondering is, will these storms be impacting us here at home? And let me just say this very clearly. Now, they will not. Let me show you with our storm trackers here. I'm going to back off the screen for a second and let you get the full picture. But this is why, my friends, I see so much chatter on social media. This is why we trust actual meteorologists and not just folks who like to say things on the internet, right? Right. You can see these tracks heading way away from shore, out to sea, out to the middle of the Atlantic, where eventually both of these storms fall apart, essentially becoming remnant areas of low pressure and leaving us alone. The only impact that we have here in southern New England, it's the clouds from Imelda. You can see that the cloud shield is actually rather big, and that's going to be something we're looking at throughout the day, but that's really just about it. And this is really going to be, I'd say, a small part of a very dynamic forecast this week. So let's start with this here on the Providence Skycam close to home. Those beautiful sunrise colors starting to come up on the camera. Temperatures right now in the 50s across the board. 58 in Providence right now, 55 in Smithfield and in Westerly, 56 in Newport, and 52 in New Bedford. As we move through the next couple of hours, temperatures go up through the 50s, into the 60s, and eventually into the 70s, where they will be above average for just about everyone in southern New England today. You can see, for example, it's going to be 72 in Taunton. That's one of the cooler spots versus 74 for New Bedford, a high of 76 in Providence, and 74 for Smithfield. As we move into tonight, we're back down into the low and mid 50s. Not bad for this time of year, a little more crisp, and clouds decrease as we get into tomorrow morning, leading to a sunnier stretch, but kind of a wild temperature swing. Why is that the case? Well, we have an area of high pressure all the way up in Canada, and it's going to send a lot of cool, dry air our way. But as we change air masses, things are going to get a little windy. So let's talk about that going from tonight into tomorrow. You can see our gusts getting up into the 20s, but you can also see the wind direction coming from the northeast. That's that cooler, drier air from up in Canada heading down our way. So you'll feel the difference in terms of the wind tomorrow. You'll also feel it in terms of the temperature trend. This is not a typo. We're looking at the low to mid 60s for Wednesday and Thursday. A huge difference in not just the temperature, but the feel outside. More on that in just a second. But as you can see, temperatures do rise going back up into the weekend. We're in the upper 70s by Sunday. But this is the other half of the equation. Our dew point temperatures, that measure of moisture in the air, woof, they plummet as we get through this week. So it's going to be a super crisp, very fall-like feel for us here. Over the next 7 days, a lot of sunshine over here. Things are looking pretty good, feeling pretty good, certainly feeling like the season before we warm back up and get another little taste of summer. For Sunday especially, it's going to be a touch muggier as well. So if you do like summer weather, there's a little something for everybody in this 7-day forecast.